start recording. See, now you see it here, Intel or AMD 64-bit architecture. Okay. It will not run on a 32-bit architecture. If you want, you see the system requirements, you need to have 2 GHz dual core processor or better. Okay. Or 4 GB system memory. This is the minimum. If you don't have minimum, then it will not run. Okay. 25 GB of free hard drive space. Either USB port or DVD drive for the installer. Internet access is helpful, but it is not mandatory. So you have here ARM 64-bit architecture. So what is ARM 64-bit? You have here AMD, Intel or AMD, and you have ARM. This is a different one. So if you download this, it will not run on your Intel or AMD laptop. Okay.
So my pardon me again with this part, I didn't understand.
Intel or AMD 64-bit architecture. Okay. ARM is a different thing, and this one will be different. Okay. If you want, I will just add it here. Okay. You have. Let me add it. This is your AMD X86 processor. This is your laptop at your right side. CISC, Complex Instruction Set Computer. Okay, execute multiple instruction set per clock cycle. So this is how your normal x86 processor will execute. So this is your IBM or ARM processor will work. It will be running one by one instruction. It will not take like this multiple times, multiple instruction at a time. So this required a special instruction to run. That is why they say ARM 64-bit architecture. If you are having Intel or AMD, you go ahead with this download. If you have ARM, you download with this file. That is the difference. Okay. Now you have Ubuntu 25.10. Okay. Latest version for desktop PC and laptop. Okay. So it will be 9 months of security and maintenance update until July 26th. Okay. This is short one. Okay. This is a longer one. Long term support, LTS. So 15 years you will have a security updates. Free updates. Okay. So if you buy them, they will provide you 15 years of updates. So this is a short term. Okay. I don't want to go into the marketing of OS. I will just go for my specification here. This is what it is. Okay. 2 GHz, 4 GB RAM, 25 GB, same specifications. Okay. So I just wanted to tell about this architecture. Okay. Now we'll come back here. So once you get it 64-bit, you will have a longer addressing. If you want, I will get one more addressing here. I am getting one more thing here so that you will understand what is 64-bit addressing and see it here. personal question, don't take offense. Okay? If you are not offended, then I will ask the question. Huh? How many parathas in one paratha? How much time will you eat? How much time will you take to eat one paratha? One roti. Tell me.
Okay.
Huh?
You mean in a full day?
I will give you one paratha. How much time will you take to eat that?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Joy, how about you?
2 minutes, sir.
2 minutes.
Less than 2 minutes, sir.
Okay. See,
If I'm too hungry, then.
it depends on how much you are taking in. Okay. So if your capacity to take in is very high, okay, then your time will be less. Okay. So here also it is like that only. So in 32-bit, you are sending it very slow here, your data. Okay. You see it memory also. So whereas 64-bit, you are sending larger data. This one. So that is why 32-bit and 64-bit it will be 64-bit it will be always faster because you are sending in very high data. That is the only difference. Okay. You see it here in registers also. You are sending a huge data, red color, and this grey color one. Instead of 32-bit, you are sending 64-bit at a time. That is why your speed is very high for 64-bit. Okay. Now we will go ahead with L1, L2, L3 cache. Okay. You have CPUs here, CPU cores. Okay. Let's say how do you remember my first class? For everyone. Okay. How good are you able to recall that? My first class. Sorry? Yeah, you can answer, no problem. How good have you remembered? Okay. If you want to recall, how much % you will recall it? Yeah, Pranav, you, Joy, you.
So for me, when you were taken, say, half it was related to the cybersecurity part and half it was related to the Linux part.
No, I am
the offline class.
I am talking about the content, how you can recall. So let's say I will give you the example here. Okay. L1 cache is, I just told you this example. It is still in your memory very fresh. It has not went away, right? This topic.
Right.
Okay. If I ask you about the L2 cache here, I will ask you to recall the first class. Okay. It will be very difficult for you as compared to L1 cache. So now you will tell this by seeing it. I know what is this one. Okay. So if I ask you about my first class, it will be hard to recall. Okay. Whatever you have in memory, you will recall that. All you cannot recall. Perfect. Everything you cannot recall. Let's say if I will ask you about your 10th class. Your 10th class exam questions or your 10th class exams period, how you have done. Mostly you will remember little thing, that's it.
You will not be able to recall it.
Okay. But you will recall it. Completely you cannot recall. Okay. This is how your L1, L2, L3 cache will work. If you are not able to figure it out in L3 cache, then it will go to your memory and then it will go to your hard disk. So if that is inside the processor, it will select, okay, based on the accessibility. If it is very recent, then it will pick it up. If it is little older, then it will look into here L2 cache. If it is longer, then L3. Okay. After L3, that's it. Okay. Your CPU, from CPU you are coming out. Okay. Then you are going into other things like your RAM or your hard disk, or you are going outside to fetch the data. This is how L1, L2, L3 cache will work. Now you see it here. So my L1 cache is 384 KB. Okay. This will be very faster. That is why it is very low. Only KB is here. My L2 cache is little higher, 8 MB. Okay. And my L3 cache is also 8 MB. Okay. So once this 3 misses, then it will go to memory and then it will look, okay, what is there, like that. If it is not inside the memory also, then it will go to hard disk. Okay. That is the L1, L2, L3 cache. Now you understood what is that L1, L2, L3? Now heatsink. Heatsink on CPU, you will put thermal paste. And then you will put the socket here, this one, heatsink. Once you put that, it will pull all your heat upside. Then your processor will be kept cool. This is the basic. If you are having AMD, then you should have maximum cooling. Okay. I will turn on my CPU. I will turn on my cam. You can see my CPU. Okay. I will turn my cam on. Seeing my CPU. Those two fans you are seeing, right? Those are liquid cooling fans. Okay. I will show you that one. What is this? Okay, I installed it. Those are liquid cooling fans. So this I have installed. Okay, on the processor I have installed, and these are cooling out the heat. Now you have 4 parts of the CPU. Now I am coming again to basics here. So you have control unit, where it will be like the complete control. Okay, it will be giving you instructions where to go, how to go, when to stop, all that. Okay. Then you have ALU unit where you will be doing all the calculations. Okay. Register is where you will be keeping your data. Okay. That I don't want to go inside that because you will get confused here. Okay. I don't want to touch this part at all. Okay. You have cache here, L1, L2, L3. Okay. Quick access memory. So this will be your accessing memory. Better example, I don't find it better than that. That is why I use this example for L1, L2, L3 cache. Okay. And then you have clock speed. So we'll see how that clock speed will work. Okay. So everything will work together in the CPU. That is how your CPU will be working. So inside CPU you will have this front service bus, north edge, south bridge, RAM, PC, all that. Okay. So what I am going to do, I will take a short break here. Okay, it's almost 3:10. We will come back in 10 minutes. Okay, you can have a short break. After that, from here we will resume. I will stop recording.